Next is Rutucharya Adhyaya. It's the third chapter in Ashtangarudaya Sutrasthan. So here the word Rutucharya, it consists of two words, that is Rutu and the Charya. So as I told you in the previous class while discussing Dinacharya Adhyaya, the Charya indicates, that is Gati or Bhakshana. Chara means Gati or Bhakshana because the word Charya is derived from Char Dhatu by adding Yat and Top Pratyaya, which makes the word Charya, which indicates both Aharaja Charya and Viharaja Charya, which indicates the residue. Clear? So Gati and Bhakshana. Gati is the activities, Viharas. Bhakshana is Ahara. Clear? So before we study Rutucharya Adhyaya, so it is just like Dinacharya Adhyaya only. In Dinacharya, we have studied the daily routine, isn't it? So in the same way, in Rutucharya Adhyaya, it's a seasonal routine. So what are the things to be adapted in different seasons? So that is the Rutucharya Adhyaya. Clear? So before we study the Rutucharya Adhyaya, let us see the Kala Vibhaga. So even we discussed regarding the Kala Vibhaga in Ayushkamiya Adhyaya, first chapter. Okay. So as per the Hindu calendar, the Kala Vibhaga is one Nimesha Kala means one Nimesha Unmesha Kala is considered as one Kshanaka. Okay, one blink. So one blink of eye is considered as one Kshanakala, or rotation of right palm on left knee. One rotation is considered as one Kshanakala. Clear? One Akshi Nimesha Unmesha Kala is considered as one Kshana. Clear? So in the same way, 15 Kshanas will make one Kasta, 30 Kastas will make one Kala, 20 Kalas will make one Muhurta. See, remember, one Muhurta is 48 minutes. Clear? One Muhurta is 48 minutes. One Gatika Kala means 24 minutes. So two Gatika Kalas makes one Muhurta. So one Gatika Kala is, that is 24 minutes. So two Gatika Kala means 48 minutes. That is one Muhurta Kala. One Muhurta includes total 48 minutes. So in the same way, 30 Muhurtas will make one Ahoratri. That is 12 hours. Okay. So, sorry, not 12 hours, 24 hours. One Ahoratri means which includes both day and the night. Clear? 30 Muhurtas makes one Ahoratri, one day and the night. In the same way, 15 Ahoratris, that is 15 days, makes one Paksha. Okay. So in a Masa, we have two Pakshas. Isn't it? Two Pakshas make one Masa. Two Paksha means one is Shukla Paksha, another one is Krishna Paksha. Okay. So which are decided based on the full moon day and new moon day. Based on the Purnima and Amavasya, these Pakshas are decided. Full moon day and new moon day. That is Shukla Paksha and Krishna Paksha. So after Amavasya, after new moon day, it is the beginning of Shukla Paksha. Clear? So two Masas makes one Rutu. So as I told you in the previous class, each Rutu consists of two Masas. For example, Chaitra and Vaishaka, it makes Vasanta Rutu. Isn't it? Chaitra and Vaishaka, it makes Vasanta Rutu. Jyeshta, Ashada, it will make Grishma Rutu. Shravana, Bhadrapada, it makes Varsha Rutu. Ashwinya, Kartika, Sharad Rutu. Marga, Shirsha, Pausha, Hemant Rutu. And finally, Bhaga, Phalguna, it is Shishira Rutu. Clear? So two Masas will make one Rutu. So in the same way, three Rutus forms one Ayana. So three Rutus makes one Ayana. So Ayanas are two in number. In a year, there are two Ayanas, Uttarayana and Dakshinayana. So Uttarayana is Northern Southastris, Dakshinayana is Southern Southastris. So each Ayana consists of three Rutus. Clear? So that is Shishira, Vasanta, Grishma Rutu, it makes Uttarayana. Say right now we are in Grishma Rutu, so that is in Uttarayana. Clear? Right now we are in Uttarayana, that is Grishma Rutu. Shishira, Vasanta, Grishma. These three Rutus makes Uttarayana. And the next three, Varsha, Sharad, Hemant Rutu. So these three makes Dakshinayana. So presently we are in Uttarayana in Grishma Rutu. Clear? So actually it is in between Vasanta and Grishma Rutu. Exactly we are in Rutu Sandhi Kala. Okay, Rutu Sandhi Kala means 7 days of previous Rutu and 7 days of forthcoming Rutu. Total 14 days period is named as Rutu Sandhi Kala. Rutvor Antyadi Saptaham. Saptaha means 7 days. Rutu Antya and Adya. Rutvor Antyadi Saptaham Rutu Sandhiriti Smrutam. Right now we are in between Vasanta and Grishma Rutu Sandhi Kala. Clear? So 2 ayanas makes 1 samvatsara. Clear? And 5 samvatsaras makes 1 yuga as per Hindu Pancham. Clear? So in the same way, in relation with the three doshas, let us say Ruddhi, Kshaya and Prashamana Kala. Okay, Sanchaya, Prakopa and Prashamana Kala of three doshas. So Vata accumulates in Grishma, it aggravates in Varsha, and it pacifies in Sharad Rutu. Clear? So Grishma is Vata Sanchaya Kala, Varsha is Vata Prakopaka Kala, and Sharad is Vata Prashamana Kala. In the same way, for Pitta dosha, Varsha is Pitta Sanchaya Kala, Sharad is Pitta Prakopaka Kala, Hemanta is Pitta Prashamana Kala. And finally, for Kapha dosha, Hemanta is Hemanta or Shishira. Both are early and the late winters. So Hemanta or Shishira, they are Kapha Sanchaya Kalas, Vasanta is Kapha Prakopaka Kala, and Grishma is Kapha Prashamana Kala. So that's what the Prakopaka Kalas, that is Varsha, Sharad, Vasanta. So these three are considered as best Samshodhana Kalas. So in Ayushkami Adhyaya, we have studied the best Shodhana and Shamana Chikitsas for three dosha, isn't it? Sharirajanam doshanam kramena paramoshadam. Bastir Vireko Vamanam, isn't it? So Basti for Vata dosh, Virechana for Pitta dosh, Vamana for Kapha dosh. So these three are given in this particular Samshodhana Kala. So in Varsha Rutu, Basti Chikitsa is given, Sharad Rutu, Virechana is given, and in Vasanta, Vamana Chikitsa is given. Because these three Rutus, the Prakopaka Kala, that is Varsha, Sharad, and Vasanta Rutus are named as Samshodhana Kalas. So in these 3 seasons, we need to give Samshodhana Chikitsa even for healthy persons. Not only disease, even the healthy person also undergo Samshodhana Chikitsa in these 3 Rutus. In Varsha Rutu, the person has to undergo Basti, Sharad, Virechana Chikitsa, Vasanta, Vamana Chikitsa. So even it is recommended for healthy persons. Clear? So it's with this brief introduction, let us start with Rutucharya Adhyaya. As I told you, Rutucharya, Rutu means the season, Charya means the do's and do nots, the regime related with particular Rutu. Clear? So totally Rutus are 6 in number. Ruto Charya, Rutucharya. So just like Dine Charya va Dinacharya, in the same way, Ruto Charya, Rutucharya means the season, the routine which are adapted in different seasons, which are to be done, which are not to be done in different seasons. So is Rutucharya Adhyaya. It is the main theme of Rutucharya Adhyaya. So in a year, so we have total 6 Rutus. Okay, Shishira, Vasanta, Grishma, Varsha, Sharad, Hemanta. Clear? So I told you now the word Charya is derived from Charadhatu. Chara means Gati or Bhakshana. Gati indicates Vihara, Bhakshana indicates Ahara. Charadhatu by adding Yat and Tap Pratyaya, which makes the word Charya. Clear? So Charya means it includes both. That is, Acharana includes both Aharja Charya or Viharja Charya. The importance of Acharana or Charya is Acharat Labate Ayuhu. By following this daily routine and seasonal routine, the person will achieve longer, healthy span of life. Clear? Clear? So let us see the Shad Rutus. Reference shloka number, first one. Masaihi Dvisankaihi Magadehi Kramat Shat Rutavaha Smritaha. Shishiro Ata Vasantascha Grishmo, Varsha, Sharad, Himaha. Clear? So 6 Rutus are starting from Masaihi Dvisankaihi. By the combination of two masas, it will make one Rutu. Starting from Magadehi, Maga Palguna, which makes the Shishira Rutu. Starting from Maga Masa, Maga and Adi, Magadehi, starting from Maga Masa. So the Shad Rutus are Shishiru. So Shishiru Rutu is the first one, which includes Maga and Palguna. Shishiro Ata Vasantascha. So Vasanta Rutu includes Chaitra and Vaishaka Masa. Clear? Masaihi Dvisankaihi. Combination of two Masa. Okay. Two Masas makes one Rutu. Starting from Maga Masa. Maga and Falguna makes Shishira. Second Vasanta is made up of Chaitra and Vaishak. And Jyeshtha and Ashada is the Grishma. Shravana Bhadrapada Varsha. And Ashwina Kartika Sharad Rutu, and last Margashirsha Posha, which makes Hemant. Clear? Shishiro Ata Vasantascha Grishmo Varsha Sharad Himaha. Clear? So Hima means it indicates winter season, that is Hemanta Rutu. Clear? So according to Sushruta, instead of Shishira Rutu, he has added Pravrut Rutu. Say Rusti indicates Varsha, other rain. Pravrut means before Varsha. In between Grishma Rutu and Varsha Rutu, in between, he has added one more Rutu, that is Pravrut Rutu, according to Acharya Sushruta. He has excluded Shishira. Instead of that, he has added Pravrut. So, according to Sushruta, Shad Rutus are Varsha, Sharad, Hemanta, and he has excluded Shishira directly, Vasanta, Grishma, Pravrut. So based on the seasons, based on the variation in the climate, he has made it added Pravrut Rutu. Means during, so wherever the regions, wherever the places where the rain will be more, just like Meghalaya and all. So there, in such a place, instead of Shishir Rutu, we need to consider Pravrut or Pravrushi. Prak means before, Rushi is Rusti, that is rain. Before rainy season, he has added Pravrut Rutu. So during cold seasons, means in the areas where the cold will be more, in such areas, we need to add Hemant and Shishir as two seasons, that is early winter and late winter. Clear? So, the Shad Rutus are Varsha, Sharad, Hemanta. Clear? Varsha, Sharad, Hemanta, Shishira, Vasanta, and Grishma. Clear? So, continuation of the same first shloka. Shishiradhyaha tribi taistu vidyat ayanam uttaram. Adanam cha tat adatte nrunam pratidinam bhatam. So, here meaning is Shishiradhyaha tribi. So, starting from Shishira, three Rutus, that is Shishira, Vasanta, Grishma. Shishiradi, Shishira and Adi. Shishiradhyaha Tribihi, that's two, starting from Shishira, three Rutus, Shishira, Vasanta, and Grishma Rutu. So these three Rutus makes Uttarayana. Okay, so these three Rutus forms the Uttarayana, that is northern solstice. Okay, where there will be the movement of sun towards the northern direction. Clear? Northern solstice. Okay. Adanam cha tat adatte. So the Uttarayana is even named as Adana Kala. So why it is named as Adana Kala means Adana word meaning is absorption. Okay, Adana is absorption. So during this Uttarayana, okay, during these seasons, so as the sun absorbs the moisture content from the universe and from the human beings. Okay. So during these three seasons, the dryness in the universe and dryness in the human being get increases because of absorption of moisture content from the body. So that's what the period of these three seasons, three Rutus, which is named as Uttarayana, is even named as Adana Kala, as the sun, he absorbs the excess moisture content from the universe. Yes, so that's what this Uttarayana is even named as Adana Kala. So comparatively, remaining three seasons during the Adana Kala, the strength of the human being get reduces. Clear? So Nrunam Pratidinam Balam. So from Shishira up to Grishma, from Shishira, Vasanta, Grishma. So up to the Grishma Ritu, day by day, the strength of the individual get reduces because of absorption of moisture content from the hot sun, intensive sun rays. Clear? Adanam cha tat adatte Nrunam pratidinam balam. So Nrunam means here the human beings. Clear? And in the same way, the next three are Varsha, Sharad, Hemanta. So these three Rutus are named as Visarga Kala, where the person is going to gain the strength comparatively Uttarayana. Clear? So let us see what is Uttarayana and what is Dakshinayana. Clear? So Uttarayana are northern solstice. So here the sun moves towards the northern equator. Yeah, clear? Northern. So that's what it is named as Uttarayana, and even it is named as Dakshinayana, sorry, Adana Kala, or even it is named as Agneya Kala. So why Adana Kala is named as Agneya Kala? Because here the intensity of the sun rays goes on, increases day by day. So here sun will be more predominating one. So in Uttarayana, the sun will be more predominating one. Clear? Adana Kala or Uttarayana or Agneya Kala. So let us say Uttarayana. तस्मिन् हि अत्यर्थ तीक्ष्ण उष्ण रूक्षाः मार्ग स्वभावतः आदित्य पवन सौम्यान् क्षपयन्ति गुणः भुवः तिक्त कषायः कटुको बलिनो अत्र रसाः क्रमात् तस्मात् आदानम् आग्नेयम्. See the last one. Tasmat Adanam Agneya. So Adana Kala is even named as Agneya Kala. Clear? Tasmin hi atyartha tikshna ushna ruksha marga swabhavataha. So because of the natural pathway of the sun and the air, that is the wind. Clear? Aditya Pavana. Aditya is sun. Pavana is the air. Okay. So because of the natural change in the movement of Aditya, that is sun and the wind. So because of the increased intensity of the hot sun rays, that is Tikshna and Ushna, and because of the drying effect of the air, so it reduces the Saumya Guna, that is it reduces the cooling effect on the earth. Okay, because of the increased sun rays, increased temperature, it absorbs all the moisture content from the earth. Okay, it reduces the Saumya Guna. Clear? Saumyan Kshapayanti Guna. Clear? So because of the natural northern movement of the sun and the air, so the Saumya Guna, that is the cooling effect on the earth, get reduces. It is because of increased intensity of the hot sun rays and because of the dryness of the air. Okay. So Vata is having Ruksha Guna. Once the Vata get predominant, ultimately it will cause us dryness in the body. Isn't it? So that's what Tasmin hi atyartha tikshna ushna rukshaha marga swabhavataha Aditya Pavanaha Saumyan Kshapayanti. Saumyan Kshapayanti means totally the hot sun rays and the dryness of the air, totally it will takes away the cooling quality on the earth. Bhuvaha is earth. So because of this reason, the Katu, Tikta, and Kashaya rasas becomes more powerful during this season. That is in Adana Kala. Katutikta Kashaya rasas are more predominating one, respectively. Okay, respectively means, so in Shishira, Tikta is predominant. In Vasanta, Kashaya is predominant. In Grishma, Katurasa is predominant. So as during Adana Kala, the sun will be the more predominating one. So that's what Adana Kala is even named as Agneya Kala. Clear? So Tasmat Adanam Agneyam. Clear? Tasmat Adanam Agneyam means Adana Kala is even named as Agneya Kala because of predominating nature of sun. Okay, so Adana Kala means, remember, so here the intensity of the sun rays get increases. So because of the hot and penetrating sun rays, the moisture content from the universe and from the human being get reduces. Okay, so the Saumya Guna get reduces from the earth and from the human being. It causes dryness in the body. Okay, so that's why this set of three ritus is named as Adana Kala. So here remember the word Adana means absorbing. Okay, taking out. Okay, it will absorb the moisture content from the body. Yeah. The same way, second one is Dakshinayana. So it is southern solstice. So southern solstice or the Dakshinayana is even named as Visarga Kala. So even it is named as Visarga Kala. So Visrujana means letting out. So during these three seasons, the moisture, it means the nature will let out the moisture content to the universe and the human being. So here the human being, he will gain the cooling effect from the nature. So that's what this season, this set of these three ritus is named as Visarga Kala because of Visrujana. Visrujana means letting out of the cooling effect to the body. Clear? So Dakshinayana or Visarga Kala, and as during these three seasons, moon will be the more predominating one. So that's what this Dakshinayana is even named as Saumya Kala. So as Adana Kala is named as Agneya Kala, in the same way, Dakshinayana is named as Saumya Kala. Clear? So let us say the reference Rutavoho Dakshinayana. So here the individual will gain the strength. So here the individual and the universe will gain the strength because of the cooling effect of the sun and the air. Yeah. So during Adana here, the moisture content get reduces from the body because of the predominancy of air and the sun. But during Dakshinayana, because of the predominancy of moon and the air, the individual will gains the strength. Clear? Rutavoho Dakshinayana Varshadayo Visargascha Yadbalam Visruja Yatayam Saumyatvat Atra Somohi Balavan Hiyate Ravihi Megharusti Anilaihi Shitaihi Shantatape Mahitade Snigdascheha Amlalavana Maduraha Balino Rasaha. So here, Varshadayo Visargascha. So during Dakshinayana, so it includes Varsha and Adi. Varshadaya. Varsha and Adi means Varsha, Sharad, Hemant. These three ritus comes under Dakshinayana. Clear? Varshadayo Visargascha Yad Balam Visrujayati. So here the nature is going to get out the strength to the human being. Visruja Yantayam. Saumyatvat Atra Somohi Balavan. So during this Visarga Kala, as the moon will be the predominating one, as the Saumya Guna is more predominating one, so it will overcomes the effect of Ravi. Ravi is sun. So it will overcomes the effect of Ravi. Means the earth will gains the cooling effect because of the predominancy of moon. Okay. Clear? Megha Rusti Anilaihi. The cooling effect of the Megha, that is clouds, Rusti is rain, Anilai is wind. So because of the cooling effect of Megha, Rusti, Anila, definitely the earth and even the human being, they will gain the strength. Okay, they will get the strength and even they will get the cooling effect. Clear? Megha Rusti Anilaihi, Shitaihi. Shantatape Mahitale. See, remember here the word Mahitala indicates earth. Mahitala indicates Bhumi or earth. So the earth is cooled down due to the clouds and rain and the cold breeze or the cold wind. Okay. Snigdas Cheha Amla Lavana Maduraha Balino Rasaha. So during this Dakshinayana, the Amla Rasa, Lavana Rasa, and Madhura Rasa will become more predominating one respectively. Respectively means in Varsha, Amla Rasa, in Sharad, Lavana Rasa, in Hemanta, Madhura Rasa will become more predominating one. So Dakshinayana is even named as, even it is named as Saumya Kala. Clear? So let us say the strength of the individual during these seasons. Shite agram rusti garme alpam balam madhyam tu sheshayoho. Okay. So shite agram during winter season, that is early and the late winter, that is Hemanta and Shishira, individuals will have highest body strength. Okay. During the Hemanta and Shishira, individual will have their highest body strength. During Rushti and Garma, Rushti and Dharma is, it is in rainy and Grishma Ritu, there will be lower body strength. The individuals will have very less body strength. And third one is Madhyetu Sheshayoku. So there will be the moderate body strength in remaining 2 seasons. The remaining 2 seasons are, that is Vasanta and Sharad Ritu. So during Vasanta and the Sharad Ritu, there will be individual will have medium body strength. There. So as shown in the picture, Shishira and Hemanta, that is a Uttama Bala, Vasanta and Sharad Ritu, Madhyama Bala, and Grishma and Varsha Ritu, Alpa Bala Kalas. Clear?